What's up, nerds? Welcome to Nintendo Pow Block, episode 130. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Dirrig, and alongside me, as always, that retro code, Eddie V.
Super Mario Party! No, I haven't played yet, so
I haven't played it either. But someone has. The other man joining us, the wise Wisconsinite, Jesse Douglas.
What's up, guys?
Woo! It's
yes.
Mario.
It's a lot of fun.
Party.
They actually have like a dance mode in it too. That I think it's like, I haven't tried it yet, but I
Like
think it's
DDR
like
Mario mix for GameCube?
Yeah, it's like something like that, but it's just a party like where that's all you do. Like,
that's funny.
Because like you have three different game types. You have the regular board game type, the one where you work as a team, and then that dance game.
I need video if you do the dance thing, Jesse.
I don't know what it is for sure, to be honest, but it's just it basically it says it's like a dance thing, like it looks like Dance Dance Revolution or like the one where it's got the different like
Just Dance.
Yeah, the one that's got the arrows and stuff. I don't know. That's what it kind of looked like.
Well, DDR is arrows.
Yeah. So it's something like, it looks like it's something like that, more like that. I don't know for sure though. I haven't tried it yet. The kids will probably play it.
Nice.
They always watch the Just Dance. I gotta get one of those Just Dance games for them once,
because they always Central because you have a Kinect.
True.
Just Dance 2.
Though my setup that I have, it's really hard for me to use the Kinect probably the way I have it set up right now.
Dance Central 2, I should say. If you don't get it. Oh,
I would probably get Just Dance for Switch.
But what? Corey, do you have a rundown?
I was gonna say, welcome to Nintendo Dance Block. That's where we're at now. We're dancing. Yeah. Before we get started, we got a little bit of housekeeping for you. Remember, October is... let me rephrase that. Wow. Remember, October's giveaway is underway. We are giving away Dark Souls Remastered for Nintendo Switch. All you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel and send us a question at the email address nintendopowblock@gmail.com for entry. The winner will be chosen on October 22nd's episode, so get your entry in today for your chance to win. It's going to be a good time.
Do it!
It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
Also, Pod and Play Season 3 continues. This past Saturday, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze episode went live, and upcoming is 2016's Doom, where Ed and I shoot some demons, and that was actually a really, really good episode. I might go on the record and say that's the best episode of the season. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Yes.
I'm just going to throw it out there.
That discussion we had, everybody will have to check it out. But before you go on, Corey, I was watching the Donkey Kong one, and I was just like, I'm going to go back and watch E3 again and watch our reactions. So why did our E3 2017 come on our playlist? And I sat there watching it. I was just like, oh, I cannot wait for E3 next year.
I know. E3 is going to be good. So remember, you can find Pod and Play every Saturday through November 17th on ngrradio.com and the Nerds Gone Rogue Prime YouTube channel. Subscribe there as well. Also, pre-production on Ninja Showcase Season 2 and Pod and Play Season 4 is underway. So if there's a game you'd like to see in one of those seasons, email us at nintendopowblock@gmail.com or ngrradiopodcast@gmail.com. I think that's about it for housekeeping. So we're gonna get into what we've been playing. Jesse, we're gonna start with you.
All right. So I obviously been playing some Mario Party, enjoying that a lot. It's like finally back to the Mario Party style that I like, and so far I think I only played like 3 matches, and I notice it only goes up to 20 turns, so we can't do that 50 turn.
There's not a 50 turn Mario Party?
No, it's only 20.
Man,
but
I wanted us 3 to do a 50 turn stream.
Because I think it said like for 20 turn, it said it takes like an hour and I think 20 minutes or something like that to finish it.
It's too much Mario Party.
Something like that, or maybe it was hour 16. I don't remember, but so yeah, I've been playing that, and the mini games so far that I've played have really been good. Like they really use the Joy-Cons well. And everything seems to be very good at like being responsive and stuff like that. So yeah, like I mean I'm just playing against the computer, but I've won like basically every mini game. But it's the thing is though, is in that game it doesn't matter how many you win. It's like you got to get the stars, and I think I only won 1 out of the 3 games I played.
Bowser still takes stars from you for like an obscene amount of.
Yeah, the one that I won, actually they don't, at least in the level that I played, they don't really have the Bowser level, the Bowser type stuff in it, which is kind of a bummer. But so it's basically what it is. It just comes down to those last rounds they do where like there's more bad luck spots on the map and ways to lose stars and things like that and coins. That's basically what they do. They don't really have the whole Bowser isn't really a part of it, unless that's something maybe like I said that's in a different level. Like maybe there'll be a level that's like got him in it, but yeah. Otherwise, it's just basically the straightforward board game style.
Nice.
I also finished Bayonetta, which that was on my list. I actually played it on the Switch version though, because I think it's the better version. I don't know. I just didn't really like it on Xbox for whatever reason.
They said it's more polished. When it came out for Wii U, it was more polished. So.
Yeah. It just that's what it felt like. Like the graphics just seemed like really. I don't know, just not very good on Xbox, so I just played on there instead. I also finished Hellblade, and that was a pretty good game. It was kind of short, shorter than I expected it to be.
It was like what, 6 hours, 5 or 6 hours?
I think I spent like 7, almost 8 hours on it.
8 hours, okay.
Yeah. I was expecting it to be like maybe 10, because a lot of those games like that usually end up being like around 10 hours. And honestly, it would be shorter than that even, but they do a really good job of hindering you from moving at a reasonable pace. Like they'll force you a lot of the time to go like walk super slow through the through parts, and like just really makes it just really slows you down the whole time to try to stretch it out almost. But I mean, otherwise I liked it. It was a good game. Like, it took me a little time just to get used to the mechanics of how the like sword fighting and stuff works, but once I got that down, it was like super easy, and I'm just like almost at times got kind of bored with it because it was just too easy once you knew what you were doing. But like I really liked like the feel of the game, and just like how weird it was and stuff like that, with the voices talking all the time, and it just like it was really good like in that aspect.
They was capturing the mental state of Senior. So that's why.
Yeah, and I liked like the boss battle type stuff, was pretty cool. Like that final like boss battle type thing was pretty cool looking and kind of unique, though, yeah, and then I played some Forza Horizon 4 a little bit, and trying to think of what else. And then I started Resident Evil 7, so that's my what I'm on right now. It's my last game in my list thing, and then like Black Ops and stuff comes out next weekend. So
which game did you take out? Because you took out one of them.
No, I didn't take out any of them. I ended up thinking that
Far Cry
5 was on it.
Yeah, but it was.
But then it wasn't. So then I went back to got the list from you. No, because I beat Tomb Raider. I beat Doom.
Okay, that's what was.
I beat Bayonetta, Hellblade, and then now I got
Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, Resident Evil. Yeah. Doom I beat. I think we talked about that last week. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a really good game. That Doom is really good. So
Doom's pretty good.
Yeah,
I got to play the old school one. But I told you already, Jesse. So
yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I just kind of gonna work on Resident Evil 7 here, and probably some more Forza and stuff.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Ed, what about you? What have you been playing?
So going to start with Xbox One. Also been playing Forza Horizon 4. I just got to Autumn, so I unlocked the online portion of the game, which is weird. The demo stuff that you have, that data, it doesn't carry over to the full game. You literally have to start out from like the very beginning, and I thought it would carry over, but it doesn't.
Well, the seasons change every week. Is what they're doing.
Not for the whatever, all the stuff that's in the demo is the first part of the whole original game. So
yeah, I think at first it starts off, I think, that you kind of are working on a storyline type thing, and then once you unlock online, I think that's when when the seasons start changing through the like game. Actual
because you have to work up to get to autumn, and then spring, and I know winter, and then spring, and then it starts going over there. But yeah, worked a little bit on that. Also played Quantum Break. I'm at the end. I got like about 45 minutes to get to the end of the game, and then I'll be done with that, and then I'll start on the other Extinction games. For PS4, started up Grand Theft Auto 5. Going to be replaying that so I can get ready for Red Dead Redemption 2 and get ready for that review. Not going to be surprised or excited, but just curious if Rockstar is going to surprise. If Rockstar really have up their development in games, if they really earn their respect from me. I'm going to see, because
Rockstar's not going to earn their respect from Ed.
But you know what? They had it with Max Payne 3 and then lost it with Grand Theft Auto 4. Well, they been lost it before that, but so I'm going to be getting ready for that review a little bit later. But on Switch, play more Puyo Puyo Tetris. Enjoyed that. Bought a Neo Geo game called Cyberlip. Never heard of this game. Never seen it in the US.
You've never heard of Cyberlip?
Not for Neo Geo.
Jeez.
I've never seen it. So I played it, and it had, unless you so I'm going to get you one day. Looking like Battlefield 1's color scheme with the orange and blue.
I know, this is what I was going for.
Yeah.
Now this lampshade is kind of yellowish orange.
Yeah.
And just giving off the...
Yeah, so that took about 45 minutes. Beat that. very weird ending. It might have multiple endings because you get on the elevator and you get to go up or down to select what level you want to go to. And I was just like, okay. So all of my levels that I did were all down. So I'm gonna try to go all the way up, and then I'm gonna try to switch it up and down to fight different bosses and see what happens with that. Play Breath of the Wild some more. Just man, I
Are you gonna finish that game yet?
that's my plan, is to finish that one.
Remember last May we
later.
had this conversation? You were
Yes.
like, "Man, I'm gonna finish this game," and that was on Wii U. Man, that's another chicken sandwich you owe me, Ed.
How many am I up to?
I'm gonna be so fat and arteries clogged
You're gonna have-
for how many
You're
chicken
gonna have to
sandwiches
get him
you owe me.
like 4 crave cases.
Let's see. I owe you 3 spicy chicken bread sandwiches
I don't
from
know.
our bet.
I don't even remember anymore. It's just funny.
When I'll be down there, everybody, next year, so I cannot wait.
Jesse, you should just come too.
I know. If I could, I definitely would.
Bring the
That's a
kids. It'll be a good time.
10-hour trip for you.
Yeah, it's
So that's a drive. That's a train ride for me. I'm just saying. Yeah. So picked up King of Fighters 98, I think 96 or 98, one of them. So I'm going to be playing a little bit of that, getting ready for a new Nintendo show that's going to be coming soon. We probably talked about it, but I'm going to be getting ready for that. There's some more Neo Geo games and classics and stuff I'm going to be picking up to get ready for that, for the show. Picked up Super Mario Party, but haven't started it yet.
Mine's still in the saran wrap.
Mine too. I got home and I had to work on the Forza to unlock because somebody else wants to play, so I had to get that done. So I'll be jumping between that and stuff. But that's pretty much all I've been playing. Oh, for 2DS, the 3DS, I've been playing Puzzles and Dragons. But I've been doing the Super Mario Brothers side of Puzzles and Dragons and really enjoyed that. And Yokai Watch, Fleshy Spirits. Been enjoying that too. Been getting to a lot of back to my 3DS when I'm at work and everything. So I'm going to probably be popping in Fire Emblem Awakening and just be like, oh, this storyline and these characters once again. Because I was watching our little discussion on Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Corey, and I was just like, yeah, I got to get ready for this.
I can't wait. I am worried about 3 Houses a little bit though. But
Really?
yeah, I like the simplicity of the 3DS versions and even the phone version, Heroes or whatever. Like just the sprites and the one-on-one battles and stuff. And I went back and watched the 3 Houses trailer. And I was just like, I don't know if I like how like each character kind of commands an army. But I don't know. I save judgment until I play it. But like, it just kind of like it almost feels like a turn-based Muso game. The trailer a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking everything, and it'll be Fire Emblem, and I'll love it, and I'll just be like, Fire Emblem, yay!
Yeah. So, yeah, but that's pretty much all I've been playing. Going to be getting my schedule set for upcoming games, like Dark Souls. Still need to pick up Mega Man 11 and get ready for that.
That surprised me. You haven't picked that up yet.
Yeah, because I was doing Forza and Mario Party. I was just like, that didn't even cross my mind. I was planning to get it, but then I was just like, I'm gonna wait for it a little bit before I pick it up, because there's just too many big games. Like I still gotta go get Spider-Man. But I think Jason did do a review for Mega Man 11, so I'm not worried about that. I did play the demo again though with the Pro Controller, and it plays better with the Pro Controller. So when I get the game, I'm gonna be playing it on TV with the Pro Controller to beat the game.
That kind of sucks though, because that game looks like it's totally made for the handheld. Like it just looks pretty on the handheld.
Yeah,
and it's just like, man. But Oh well.
But yeah, but that's pretty much all I've been doing. Hopefully, I'll jump back in with Moose on Bloodborne like next week. Invite him in, get some more Bloodborne because I still got to do Neo and the Surge. But yeah, that's all I've been playing.
Nice. Well, I've been playing a lot, but I'm gonna just kind of like keep it quick here. I was inspired by the Browns non-losses, and I picked up Madden, and I went straight online. Didn't like do an exhibition match. Didn't do like the training stuff or anything.
Yeah,
jumped right online. Won my first game. I was like, yeah,
Nice.
I was like, it was 24-10, and I was like, yeah. And then I won with the Browns, and every time I beat someone, never fails. I always get a message from someone who's on the other side. I'm like, okay, well, just don't be a jerk. People, when you play people online, don't be a jerk.
What did you say?
He's just like, oh, you're playing with the Browns. Woo. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that wasn't really. It wasn't really an insult. It was like,
is that a cheat code?
yeah,
Right.
like, if anything, you're cheating by playing the Browns. Like, oh,
Right.
man. But man, I'm pretty dominant on defense. I'm not gonna lie. Except, I was playing. I've played 6 games online. I'm 4-2, but the last game was some BS, man. I took this kid to overtime. It was 7-7. I scored with 4 seconds left, and I took him to overtime. And it's 7-7. And so I get the ball. I kick a field goal, and in overtime the rules are, if you get a safety or a touchdown, you automatically win. And if you kick a field goal, the other team has a chance to score and whatever, right? So I stop him. It's 4th and 17, and I'm like, I'm gonna win. And I put 4 guys back deep. He runs the ball, and he he breaks 6 tackles and wins the game by scoring a touchdown. And he won 13-10. I'm like,
Wow.
I don't even know who the Rams running back is. He can't be that good. He broke 6 tackles and scored like a 70-yard touchdown. It wasn't like a 20-yard run. It was like a 70-something yard run. I'm like, come on.
Wait, what?
Yeah. And I had my team back in prevent defense.
Wow.
I'm like,
and he breaks 6 tackles. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Especially on those games. I feel like it's like almost impossible to do that kind of stuff in those kind of games.
yeah, especially when you're in a prevent defense and only have three linemen and everybody else is back behind the 20. Oh, man. I sent him a message. I was like, that run was kind of BS, but good game. He messaged me back. He's like, yeah, it was pretty BS. So it was funny though. So
Yeah.
but I've been getting back into the Madden thing, man. I suck at offense, but my defense is, except for that one play, my defense is pretty unstoppable.
I cannot wait till we record Arsenal X because I got something to tell y'all. That's for Arsenal X.
So I've been playing a lot of that. And I'm just. It's not the best. It's not the best Madden, but it's a good. I wish it was on Switch, to be honest with you, because I would be playing it a lot more.
Your frustration is the same frustration I had with a certain person, and I'll tell that on AX. Because I've never been frustrated in a sarcastic and demeaning way, but I was.
What else have I been playing? Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I've been making my way through that. I'm enjoying it more now that I'm kind of farther into the game. I still haven't really found any skills that I am like in love with, so I've been just kind of like, it's weird because like there's some cool skills in there, but a lot of the game there's no enemies. Like I'm only far enough to where I've encountered a big group of enemies like twice. So I mean, and I just kind of hide and headshot him with an arrow, and I'm like, okay, you're dead. So
Shoot, I can say placing a mine under the dead bodies or the knocked out bodies. That's kind of it's useful now in this game because it wasn't in Wise or the other Tomb Raider.
yeah,
Because they programmed the AI to actually go to the body and investigate. Oh, now he's dead because he blew up
no,
in the air.
it's funny because they'll be talking, and then the guy that he was talking to walks like 5 feet from him, and then you headshot that guy, and the guy that's 5 feet from him is like, "What was that?" And, and I'm like, "You were just talking to that guy, and you didn't see him collapse right in front of you."
Yeah, I used that mine thing on the last one, and it seemed to work pretty often for me.
Not for me. I will put under it, and the AI would just look at and just continue walking along. They would not investigate. They wouldn't go near it. So
yeah, so I've been playing that. Destiny 2, I've been playing a lot of. Forza Horizon 4, I started, but I haven't really played much of it. Man, I should be saving all this for Arsenal X. Assassin's Creed Origins and Odyssey, because I went back to Origins right before Odyssey came out, because I was like, I kind of need to get a feel for this combat stuff again. So I kind of went around to areas I hadn't explored yet, and I'm like, man, my counter on this game is 70 hours, and there's probably like 8 huge areas I haven't explored yet, plus I didn't do the DLC.
should I still need to beat Origins?
And then I started Odyssey, and I was like, what are these tutorial islands here? They're all like, did you play it yet? Have you played it yet, Ed?
I gotta pick it up. I'm picking it up in 2 more weeks in the next paycheck.
Well, they start you out on these islands, and I'm like, these islands are all identical. You have to like go into these wolf dens and like clear out these wolf dens, and it's like it's a weird way to start out a game about ancient Greece.
Probably guy wrote about like Odyssey starts 15 hours after 15 hours into the game. I'm like,
I saw that.
15 hours.
I saw that on Instagram. Somebody had like posted that. I'm like, 15 hours? I don't got that kind of time. That's like, remember when people were complaining that Assassin's Creed 3 didn't get good until after 4 hours?
Yeah.
I'm like, I miss those days. I'm like, 15 hours until the game gets good? Man, this worries me. But I'm gonna stick through it because I loved Origins. Was if Origins didn't come out the same year as Horizon and Zelda, it would have been my game of the year, like unquestionably my game of the year last year. So, but I started it. I don't know how, I haven't played enough to get any really real impressions, but and then
I still got to go buy that Xenoblade.
And then in terms of Switch stuff, I've been playing Fortnite and Tetris in bed. Like, I don't know, Fortnite is just a fun game to get into, like, for 5 minutes and jump out. So, especially on Switch, because it still seems like on Switch, the Switch version, nobody really knows what they're doing yet. So,
and it's funny. I haven't heard anything from the PlayStation community playing the game.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're starting that beta thing, so we'll see. I know a lot of people that I work with play Fortnite on PS4, so I don't know. It's. I think there's a very quiet PS4 Fortnite community, but we'll see. That's kind of exciting though, and we'll talk about it on Arsenal X. But the possibilities of cross-play and cross-progression across systems for multiple games just is really exciting. So, but we'll talk about that on Arsenal X. If you haven't listened to Arsenal X, you should download our Xbox podcast, Arsenal X, hosted by Edward Varnell.
Hello,
Jesse
everybody.
Douglas. And sometimes me when I don't fall asleep on the couch when you guys record. So, thanks for covering last week, by the way, guys. I was like, so before we get into the news, I had gotten up early because I ended up working last Saturday, which we were doing inventory for where I work, and I came home and was like, yeah, it's like early. So I was like kind of playing games a little bit, and Jesse messaged me. He's like, or I got Jesse's message. He's like, I'm gonna take a little bit of a nap before we record. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I just got home, whatever, and I was hanging out playing games. I fell asleep sitting on the couch, like literally sitting on the couch, and woke up at like 7:30 a.m.
the next morning.
I'm like, Hey guys, I just woke up. I'm sorry. And then I had thought you guys were just going to record Arsenal X, and then Ed's like, I'm sending you the Pow Block file. The Arsenal X file needs edited. I'm like, you guys recorded both shows? So thanks for covering for my laziness.
You not only have you been working at home, being a dad, but you put a lot of time and a lot of effort into the new NGR radio that you guys should really check out. Like I said last week, our new season has started for all the shows, so hopefully you guys are enjoying it.
Yeah, that website doesn't update itself.
I wish it did. That'd be awesome. I'd have a lot more time to play games and actually write reviews of the games I'm playing. But before we get into the news bits, I also want to give a shout out to Nerds Gone Platinum for their Spider-Man spoiler cast is up. I should have put this in housekeeping, but I forgot. So if you're playing Spider-Man on that old PS4, you should check out that spoiler cast. And yeah, also check out their YouTube channel too. But also ngrradio.com. Check it out. ngrradio.com. It'll be like those annoying commercials where they say the name of their product or something like 5 times in a row at the end of their show or whatever.
ngrradio.com. ngrradio.com. Let's get to these news bits.
Yeah, let's get into the news bits. There's 4 items on our news bit list here today. We're going to start out with a really cool one, which, we've been talking about the Game Boy Classic and the N64 Classic, like, when are they coming? Are they coming? Whatever. This comes from Nintendo Life. Nintendo files patent for Game Boy case compatible with touchscreen devices. Portable power. The Game Boy patent kind of shows a Game Boy style case, and it looks like there's 2 separate ones where there's the Game Boy, and then there's one with 4 face buttons, which I wonder if that would be more of like a Game Boy Advance style thing. Mm-hmm. But I'll read the article here. As Reggie said earlier this week at GeekWire Summit, Nintendo is always looking for ways to reinvent itself. The company has had plenty of success in recent times reviving classic hardware in miniature form, which has now led to speculation about other retro devices making a comeback. If evidence of a Nintendo 64 Mini wasn't already enough, how about a Game Boy style case for capacitive touchscreen devices? Silicon Era has discovered Nintendo filed this exact patent back in March this year. As shown in the images below, the case folds around the touchscreen device, much like a protective shell for a smartphone. A key feature is how the buttons in the case on the case can sense the touchscreen with the assistance of conductive sheet. Noticeably, the button design and the layout are based on the original Game Boy. The upper section of the case is exposed area where the Game Boy games would be displayed. So that's kind of a cool way to work around an NES Classic or a Game Boy Classic. I wonder if Nintendo you could just like purchase an app on the smart devices, and I wonder if it would work like the NES online stuff for Switch, where like you buy the app, right, and then Nintendo will just cycle Game Boy games in and out, like the Nintendo Switch NES stuff.
Well, this kind of reminds me of that thing that we seen a while back where you put your phone in it, and the bottom part looks like the bottom of a Game Boy.
The Hyperkin?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's basically what it sounds like, a lot like.
Well, I worry about this. I mean, cool idea and everything, but I wonder.
It's a great idea, Ed. It's a great idea.
I wonder. I'm like, is it going to be something good to have on the go due to your internet usage, your data usage, or is it very beneficial just playing it in the home on your like smartphone or even your iTouch or mini tablet, I should say.
Well, I wonder if it would be like the NES stuff on Switch, where like you download the app, you connect to Wi-Fi or the internet, and if you have like a touch device, kind of like a iPod Touch or whatever, you would just need to connect to Wi-Fi every 7 days or so to get access to the games, and you can play offline.
Yeah. Well,
But
yeah,
then-
that's what I think. Yeah, just have it where where you just basically download it, where you don't need an internet connection all the time.
Yeah.
Because like it, like it would still obviously it would be able to tell if you're getting it from the system or from the
if you can
service.
if you can download it, the files probably won't be that big. So hopefully
No.
you won't pick up that.
They're
that
Game Boy
space.
games.
Yeah, they're probably like the size of a picture, or probably less than the file size of a
Yeah.
picture nowadays.
Remember that thing that was going around, like maybe when Virtual Console was coming out on the Wii. It was like, this image of Super Mario Brothers is bigger than the entirety of Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
That's funny. Good stuff. I'm excited. I would be excited for a Game Boy case for my phone. So, just saying, just throwing it out there.
I will wait.
Like for me, I think I would rather have an actual, like, just a actual Game Boy that has Wi-Fi capability, that you just would, like an iPod Touch, where it's not actually a phone, it's just something that you can bring and download games to it and do it that way. I don't know, because like I just like I worry about like how well it's gonna work with like if it's gonna be any device can use it. Like that's the thing. If you have to start buying certain devices in order to be able to use it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's like a wraparound case and it's not just like a case, like a
Yeah.
like a real phone case. If it's just like a, like those iPad like flap things that like the cover flap things.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's just something simple like that'll just wrap around your phone. I don't know. Maybe you just have to like buy a certain size or something. I don't know.
I'll be down for it if it does it. But
Wish Nintendo would just make the Game Boy phone and get it over with. But
Yeah.
then I could
I'm not-
stop using my iPhone.
I'm not prepared for that.
All right, moving on to our next story. This comes from IGN.com, a little site you might have heard of. New version of Nintendo Switch reportedly planned for 2019. A new report claims Nintendo is prepping a new Switch later next year. Nintendo is planning to release a new version of the Switch to maintain the console's sales momentum, according to a new report from the Wall Street Journal Japan. The unofficial report cites suppliers and others with direct knowledge of the plan as sources. Wall Street Journal Japan sources reportedly told the publication that there are active discussions about new hardware and software functions and the cost of implementing them, including upgrading the system's, quote, low-end LCD display. The sources also indicate the new Switch should arrive in the second half of 2019 and perhaps as early as the Northern Hemisphere summer. At last report, Nintendo Switch consoles had already reached nearly 20 million units sold. For blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, so possibly getting a new version of the Switch next year. That kind of bums me out, actually. I feel like I just got my Switch.
Yeah, and honestly, I think they would be smarter to just release it when the new systems are releasing their new systems.
Yeah, I wonder.
Like wait a couple of years at least 2 more years.
By the time that happens, Nintendo will be in R&D for their next system.
For me, it feels like this next iteration or something is going to try to appease the third parties, because I don't think Nintendo realized they were going to get this much third party support.
Mm-hmm.
And like, we're getting Doom Eternal and probably Wolfenstein 3 on the Switch, right? And they look great on the Switch, but like sometimes Doom chugs a little bit. Wolfenstein definitely chugs a little bit. Like, I wonder if this is to just kind of be their version of Xbox One X or PS4 Pro style thing, where all first party games are going to run on it. Obviously, they always have to do that, but like, I wonder if they're trying hard, because they're gonna because like when the next Xbox and the PS5 come out, like third parties are gonna want to push that power, and it's already they're already taking Yeah, porting games to Switch is already a hassle because this Switch is less powerful. But like once you get a new generation in there, I don't know. I wonder if this is just trying to keep third parties on board or something like that.
I really don't think it's trying to keep third parties on board, because the ones that's already on there are receiving great sale numbers, and the only ones that where people are missing and not really, given a care at this moment is pretty much Activision and EA. We already got Blizzard with Diablo 3. So if Diablo 4 ever gets announced, hey, you bring the Switch, that's guaranteed sales. In fact, that's probably guaranteed pre-orders. That's going to be higher than anyone expected. Bethesda, of course, is making that money. And who would ever realize that Bethesda and Nintendo fits together? Like, Bethesda was just like, man, we really are making profit, because every game, even though it's support that we release on the Switch, is selling quicker and getting marketing better. You can't really say that much for Activision and EA, because what's going to be on Switch that everybody needs from Activision or EA? Activision's known for pretty much Call of Duty, and until Bungie gets. But until Bungie gets Destiny all together without it being a problem, after 4 or 5 years,
I'm
then
really
people
excited
will
to talk
care
about Bungie's new game, by the way.
So, but I'm like, everybody, most of the companies in Japan are supporting Nintendo. So this new system, if it comes out, we'll see what it'll be. If it comes out, they're going to continue to support. I don't think they're ready to up the chip, or like truly improve it. For it to be like almost a next gen or relatable to Xbox One.
I think another report from somewhere said that they're looking to make the Switch a little bit slimmer and expand the screen real estate and kind of get rid of that bezel, kind of like modern phones are doing. And I think they want to use that Tegra X2 chip instead of the Tegra X1, because I think Nintendo maybe realized they made a mistake is a wrong term, but I feel like they should have maybe spent the extra money to get that Tegra X chip. And now that it's cheap enough for them to probably keep the Switch at $300, have a little bit more screen real estate on the Switch, and my thought though went straight to like, if people have Switches now and they want to make this thing thinner, what's going to happen to all the Joy-Cons all these people bought that want to upgrade? Because like if you're making it thinner, are you going to keep the same thickness in the Joy-Cons? Like that's going to be strange.
You could. It could have like a bend like that, so you've kind of got somewhere to grip it on the sides.
Yeah, that's true.
Like because you could kind of then hold it like that more.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna make it thinner.
There was a report that said a representative from Nintendo wants this thing thinner.
I wouldn't make it thinner. I think it's the perfect size right now. I would say if they do anything more, it would be more of the XL, like the 3D XL line. It would be more of that than it would be thinner. Yeah. Because it's not bulky or anything.
Maybe pretty much a hard drive in it.
No. Micro SD cards is probably the best bet for Nintendo.
I know. Last week, the 400 gig micro SD cards were on sale, and I didn't get one. There's too many games. There's too many games coming out this fall that I would rather be playing than spending money on another SD card.
Yeah, because it's on sale, but it was still probably
it was like $90. It was $93.
Yeah. Okay. It's $135. It's still a lot of money to drop.
I'm waiting for that 512 to come down. Then we'll talk. Man. All right.
I'm good with my 64.
Give me a new dock, please, Nintendo. But anyways, we're going to move on to the next story. This comes from Game Informer. Telltale has let go its remaining developers. It's an understatement to say that people were working at Telltale had a horrendous past month after the company let go 225 employees without severance. It was initially reported that the skeleton crew staying on to finish the company's obligations to its board and partners. Today, one of Telltale's narrative designers, Rachel Noel, has revealed that the company has let go the remaining employees. This tweet from her says, "Hey, remember how there was going to be a skeleton crew staying for a while and I was a part of it? Nah, just kidding. We all just got laid off too." And this was on October 4th. So Telltale itself has yet to release a statement or an update on its search for finding partners to complete The Walking Dead's final season, which is currently also in limbo. For the full story on Telltale's closing, click here, blah, blah, blah. So,
because they said three is done, but they're trying to shop around another developer or company to do 4.
What, the episode? Yeah, I think like the pieces for 3 are there. I think it's still in like alpha testing or whatever. But I mean, oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jesse.
No, go ahead. Finish.
I was just gonna say that this whole situation is just awful. This whole thing, like, don't get me wrong. Like, fans of The Walking Dead are probably sad that they're not going to see the end of Clem and Clementine's story for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But pay your employees, like, just fix it, or do what you can to try to make good on this. Because, like, letting go 225 people, like, I don't know. This whole thing was just super mismanaged and just.
Well, it comes down to business partners. Like, they're gonna.
Well, it doesn't matter. You should have funding. If you have business partners fall out, you should at least have funding for the projects that you're already working on. Especially if you're an independent company like Telltale.
Plus, who's on that board and who are the investors? Because if they're getting, if all this goes away and they're still getting money, why none of that money is going to any of those employees who they let go?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I like, the one thing that I did think about is, what if they're trying to find a partner to finish The Walking Dead so that the money that comes in, they can kind of make it right with the developers that they let go? But that game's never going to sell enough copies for them to fulfill everybody's severance, like, or healthcare or anything, right? Like,
right.
It's just never going to happen, you know? So, and it's like, on one point where do gamers support Telltale releasing the game so they can help the employees that are gone, or do they not buy it because that's rewarding bad behavior from Telltale? Like, what do you do in that situation?
Well, and isn't this like all kind of happening because of because didn't they want to file for bankruptcy? And if they're technically I thought the whole idea was if they wanted to continue doing the game, that there was a certain thing they couldn't do, and so they fired everyone so they could do that option.
They were going to go through Lionsgate, and Lionsgate was going to come and do a deal with them, like to invest in the company so they could continue making games. Lionsgate reneged, or they didn't accept the deal. They wanted an interactive media like section of their company, and they kind of decided to move a different direction and decided to pull out at the last minute. But AMC also did that. Like, they wanted to fund stuff for future projects. I think there was a rumor. Remember when this happened last year, where they laid off like a quarter of their staff when they were like restructuring or whatever? Yeah.
There was a rumor going around last year that AMC wanted to try to partner with Telltale for like a Sons of Anarchy game or something. But I don't think it ever fell through or whatever. But AMC was still interested in working with him. So like, that story also came back up last week when the Lionsgate stuff started coming out, where they're like, they lost 2 potential investing partners, which is fine, but you should still have enough funding for a project that you've already announced the release date of all the episodes, and you should just have like that investment for that project should just be there, right? You shouldn't be depending on investments for other projects to come in to finish the one you're working on now.
And my thing right now, if they're going to find an investor or who they should give it to, at this point in time, just give it to Warner Brothers, not THQ, but Warner Brothers, because I'm just like, okay, you already got 2 Batman games, you already have the Wolf Among Us, and they still could do the Wolf Among Us too, because that's a DC, and that's a DC comic. license. So give it to them. Let them do the last thing of it, and then bam, like, or just even sell Telltale to Warner Brothers.
Well, I mean, but Telltale has no value. They don't own any of the properties they work on.
Yeah, that is true.
Their engine is a piece of garbage. So what are you buying? Are you? You
could still you probably buy the name.
You
pretty much.
You'd be better off just creating a new studio for the people that got laid off.
Yeah,
which is something that who brought it up? It was either Game Informer or Giant Bomb or something. Netflix is trying to work in like interactive episodes. Like Black Mirror has a Choose Your Own Adventure episode coming up this season. They want to put that Minecraft thing on there. The Stranger Things game was going to be on Netflix as well as the consoles.
Mm-hmm.
They brought up the fact that what if Netflix opened a game studio for their service and just had Telltale style games for their properties? Like House of Cards is a perfect property for a choose your own adventure style game. Black Mirror, Stranger Things, even like something like Orange is the New Black. Like they have the properties to have their own choose your own adventure games. So why if they're already working with Telltale, why didn't they open their own style of game? It's like to do a season of those episodes is like a drop in the bucket for Netflix. Netflix invested $12 billion in original content last year, and one season of a Telltale game costs somewhere between $8 and $15 million. So like you could open a studio and just maybe hire the who's who of the Telltale games.
Yeah.
And just kind of like form a new studio, you know?
But it still goes to the answer. I mean, not the answer, the question. Is adventure games still powerful? Is it still needed in this media? I think a lot of people like what they want to watch or play, you know, like Batman season 1 was pretty successful. Walking Dead, like I mean, there's Telltale games that I've been interested in and ones that I have not been interested in, right? Like The Walking Dead, not interested in it, but I really enjoyed The Wolf Among Us, and I really enjoyed Batman season 1, and I was waiting for Batman season 2 to come to Switch, but I don't really want to buy it now that Telltale's gone, you know? Like I don't want to like that's the thing that wrapping it back around is like, if I buy Batman season 2, does that money go to Telltale or does that go to the devs that, you know, like? Well, right now, like if any Telltale thing that you buy, part of that is going to go to the company, part is going to go to the license, because DC is going to get more of a cut than Telltale is if you buy Batman the Enemy Within. Same with Walking Dead. That's going to be split up to two different things. The employees won't get it, and that's just how business goes. I don't know how the contracts and stuff work with that, but whatever money that they get for Telltale gets for those games, it's going to be less because everybody else got to get their cut.
Yeah, it's just a sad situation, and I feel so bad for those developers. You know, it's just that's rough. It just makes me mad. I almost didn't put this story in there because it just reading it made me mad. So, all right, we're gonna get to this last story. Not necessarily Nintendo related, but someday it could be. And I let's just read the story here. If this article ever loads. This is from Eurogamer. Leaked Harry Potter game is real. An update not developed by Rocksteady. So, Jesse, I saw this the day before Jesse sent it to the chat, but like, I didn't know if anybody was like a big Harry Potter fan in this room.
Not me.
My super secret life. I love Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
I love it. I love it too.
The books are boring as ever, and the movies are horrendous. The last one is good.
You're horrendous.
The last movie is good. The bird.
Why is this Google Hangouts? Why can't I mute him?
the bird crashing in on the table in the second movie was funny, and that's all. That's it.
Oh, the second movie is the worst one. It's my favorite book, but it's the worst movie. But
Hey.
anyways.
I said, yeah.
I'm gonna fight you, Ed.
I seen the footage on the no. So that's all I knew about it.
But this, I'll read the story and then get to my point in a second. This morning, I think this was Thursday, I want to say. This morning, footage claiming to be of an under wraps Harry Potter project appeared online. This video looked professionally made, and now sources and knowledge of the project have conferred to Eurogamer that the project is indeed real and currently in development. The footage first appeared on Reddit courtesy of Vape This Bro, who claimed he was shown the video as a part of some marketing research. In his words, "Do you think a random internet stoner would have the skills and patience to create this video? I wouldn't know, but anything is possible." The video features sweeping vistas of Hogwarts from the Harry Potter books and films. The art style actually looks more akin. It looks like the towns and stuff. This isn't the article. This is me. The towns and stuff look like they're taking parts of the movie, while the art style, like of the characters and the people in the world, look more kind of like if they were described in the book. But man, this game is awfully pretty. The video features sweeping vistas of Hogwarts from the Harry Potter books and films, creatures which have debuted in the subsequent Harry Potter spin-off movie series Fantastic Beasts, plus a character creator, third-person combat mechanics, and large set pieces. Warner Brothers has now removed the footage on YouTube due to copyright claim, although mirrors of it are still available. Posted alongside the video were a press release sounding description of the game, which mentions a 19th century setting starring a fifth-year transfer student who joins Hogwarts as a late arrival. You'll be able to curse and possibly kill dark wizards, goblins, choose from 8 character classes and either act good or evil. While it's not The Witcher 3, it sounds more mature in tone than Harry Potter games we're used to. An update. Fingers initially pointed to Batman Arkham developer Rocksteady being behind the game, which would make some sort of sense. Rocksteady is a British studio and is owned by Harry Potter game publisher Warner Brothers Interactive. More to point, Rocksteady has been silently working on a game, the next project, for some time, but Eurogamer sources acknowledge Rocksteady's next game have confirmed this Harry Potter thing is not it. A lot of people are thinking that it is Avalanche Studios, the Disney Infinity creators, which were disbanded by Disney but purchased by Warner Brothers back in 2017. So, I just want to say, the most interesting thing about the world of Harry Potter is not Harry Potter, and that's why this game is super exciting.
Yeah.
Jesse,
Yeah.
I'm going to you since Ed's just going to poo-poo all over it.
Yeah, it's a big home run in my opinion, with them doing the whole create a character, like letting you be in the story versus you playing out the story of someone, of Harry Potter, or that's why I never really got any of the Harry Potter games, is just because I don't I want to be able to create my own character and live out the story like my own way. I don't want to, I've seen some people say that this is basically like Bully.
That'd be awesome.
the game Bully, but in the Harry Potter world.
Man, if it's like Bully and has Persona style social links,
just obviously we got to take what we've heard of people have said with a grain of salt, but just the whole idea of you being able to possibly create your own spells and thing, the whole idea of opening it up that much that you actually get to make your own unique things, and it's not just you playing out a set thing that you can actually really create things and get more in depth is really cool sounding. So
I know, and that world, just the world is super interesting, and being able to watch this game is going to be the Knights of the Old Republic for Harry Potter, because it takes place so far before even Fantastic Beasts that you're going to be able to it's not going to affect what. It just makes me excited because it's not going to affect what's happening in like it. The movie, it doesn't have to appease fans of the movies or the books, right? It's just going to be like its own thing. It's just going to be. I think it's going to be awesome. And the fact that you don't have to go in as like a year 1 student, that you're like a year 5 student or whatever, like that's even cooler to me.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited.
Yeah. This is like the first one that I'm actually interested in. Harry Potter game that I'm actually interested in.
May I say something?
No. Yeah. Go ahead,
Ed. Well, the Harry Potter games have only been Lego games, so
not really. They've had at least one game based on every movie.
Right, there was the Lego games.
No, they're not. No. They had real.
Most of the.
There's Harry 2 Lego games, and there's 9 Harry Potter games outside of the Lego games.
Where at?
There's the regular.
There's ones for Xbox 360. The last 2 were for Xbox 360 Connect and Wii, where you use the remote as a wand. There was the first 2 games were for PS1, and then the middle ones were for GameCube, PS2.
That was before the movies came out.
Nope. It was
PS1?
It was based on the movies.
Yeah, the movies are old.
The last Harry Potter movie came out in like 2011.
But you said PlayStation 1.
Yeah, PS1.
Right. I said that one was before the movie.
No, it was not. It was based on the movie. It was based on the first movie.
The movie had come out PlayStation.
I promise you, because it has what's his face on the cover of the game.
It has to be before.
Oh my gosh! I'm gonna look it up, and I'm gonna fight you.
Okay. While Corey's researching, and I'm about to poo-poo on everybody's happiness. Okay, it doesn't do most of the movies. It shouldn't be doing most of the movies because in all 7, 8 of those movies, most of those kids ran. Hold on.
Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, known as Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in the United States, is an action-adventure video game with platforming elements by Electronic Arts. Is based on J.K. Rowling's novel of the same name and the film adaptation.
But
developed
when did it come up?
Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, PlayStation in 2001, and was re-released 2 years later on GameCube, PS2, and Xbox.
PlayStation 1 was still around that time? I thought that was in PS2 era.
There were still games coming out for PS1 in 2000 and 2001.
Okay. Well, I was wrong. I apologize.
Yeah, you were. School.
It doesn't follow the movies because most of the oh no, please don't take me there because none of those kids learn anything. They ran more in all of those movies than do any kind of magic.
Because they were learning, they were still in training.
I just worked some magic on you.
Hold on, you've been to the whole year for that school. You get to the second year and you is still running throughout the whole movie.
I want to see you learn magic in 1 year.
Yeah,
I can. But yeah.
The only magic Ed's watching is Magic Mike.
Oh yes. That is true. Yes. It looks fine.
Man,
I
looked
at it
on this episode.
It looks fine. Is of course Harry Potter's not for me because I think it's just overrated and bloated. I guess if people want to be happy about this and this comes true, that yay. It does nothing for me. Cover base. I don't think it should have anything related to the movies because what happened in the movies is not going to happen in the game. If that was the case, they wouldn't have been running so much in the movies.
I hope we get to play Quidditch.
Oh no,
that'd be awesome.
Then that's the Final Fantasy X sports game.
That's gonna be awesome. I want it to be like Final Fantasy X. I'm just kidding.
No.
Blitzball is awful. Please don't make it like Blitzball.
You're right.
Although I am excited to play it again on Nintendo Switch sometime next year.
Very true. I just don't think this game is going to be. I mean, it's going to make people happy who. Sorry about that. Trying to get off my phone. People who like the Harry Potter.
So bored by Harry Potter that he's watching his own videos while we're podcasting.
No. people who like the Harry Potter is gonna eat this up. It's gonna be an average game. It's not gonna be tight as people think it is. Just because it says Harry Potter, the fans gonna be happy and they're gonna buy it. So
think it's gonna be awesome.
it's going to be
That's
other.
a bold claim.
I'm gonna give it a 5 stars just to spite Ed.
I mean, it's going to be a bargain bin purchase, pretty much.
This guy.
I don't know.
This guy.
I have no faith in it. I won't be getting it because, well, like I said,
That's why it's gonna.
Is it
be
because
bad.
they're British white kids, Ed? Are you a racist?
because Harry Potter is just a stupid series. I just don't think it's interesting I don't think it's interesting.
You know what's a stupid series, Ed? Contra. Moving on.
Well, after Contra 3, yes. Well, actually, the one for Wii, the Contra Rebirth was good, but everything after that, yes. If you play Contra Legacy on PS1, then
What about that Contra Shattered?
I really only enjoyed the first one.
Contra Shattered Soldier for PS2 or whatever.
They took the Contra name off and called it Shattered Soldiers. Oh goodness.
Oh my gosh.
That one was fine. Yeah.
All right, we got to run through these questions quickly because we are running out of time. But remember, you can email us at nintendopowblock@gmail.com for your chance to win Dark Souls Remastered on Switch. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Anyways, Here we go. Are you ready? Our first question comes from Christian Malkuit. Malkuit. Just found you guys since I've been on a Nintendo Switch hype train and looking for a Nintendo podcast to listen to. That's not a question.
Thank you, Chris.
There's no question there. But we appreciate you anyway. There's no question there. I got excited, but there's no question. Well, thanks for listening, Christian. I probably should have just...
We appreciate you.
I didn't mean to sound like mean. I just realized there was no question there, and I put it under the question block. So we're gonna move on to our next question. Sam Hall asks, "Do you think Nintendo will let Ubisoft or some other company fully utilize an IP?"
Nope. Nintendo will trust most of their Japanese developers than they do with America.
I think the closest we got was Mario plus Rabbids. To be honest with you.
Same here.
I would love some sort of Kid Icarus Assassin's Creed style game though. That'd be really cool.
Oh no.
That'd be awesome.
Stuck with 17,000 microtransactions. No.
I'm gonna microtransact you. I wonder if people think we're not friends because we argue so much.
We really don't argue. If we do argue, it's a
not argue, but like disagree. I guess.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what makes it interesting. If we all agreed on everything, it wouldn't be.
Everybody, you have to realize we might disagree on the show, but then we'll be in the chat talking about what we have for dinner and then laughing and listen to tracks and everything.
I mean, we've done 130 episodes of the show. I don't think if we were not friends, we would be still doing this show.
Exactly.
Just throwing it out there. Oh man, Jesse? You didn't really answer. I'm sorry.
Well, I just basically agreed with you. Like I don't know. Like I think the closest that we would get to it is like something like Mario Rabbids.
That's more of a licensing thing. Working with Ubisoft.
I keep forgetting that Starlink is out in like a week and a half too.
Yeah,
It's like a Star Fox stuff.
That. Yeah.
I just thought of something though. I don't know if you can play that game in handheld mode because the ships have to be attached to your controller.
No, they don't need to be. All that stuff is digital as well. They're gonna give you that option.
Yeah, but the one for Switch, like, is the R-Wing? Does it come with a digital code so you don't have to do that?
Yeah, I think it's all gonna be like once you own pieces and all that stuff, you can put pieces on and like change your ships digitally. I'm pretty sure that they originally said when they first were talking about it that they were gonna make it an option that you didn't have to have the ships and stuff on your system.
Right.
And on everything. That's at least that's what I understood from the way that they talked about it at first.
Okay, I hope they give us the digital code for the R-wing because I don't feel like playing the game with a giant ship attached to my controller.
Yeah.
But I think it would be cool to see. I think Ubisoft's done a great job of actually like doing stuff with Nintendo IP though. This gen, like Mario Rabbids is still like, even though I haven't finished it, it's still one of my favorite games on the Switch. You know.
I would say doing something with the licensed characters instead of IP. Because when I think of IP, I'm thinking of actually taking a title like, what can Ubisoft remake Super Mario World?
I want a Devolver Digital Ice Climbers game.
I will push a garbage bin right to your house and throw you in. And then run it down the hill somewhere. Well, I got to get strong for that.
Speaking of
even better, Rockstar Ice Cream.
Oh no! Never touch anything Nintendo related.
Speaking of garbage can, this question comes from longtime fan Megan Green.
I know where this is going.
How long until Bowsette becomes a real character? What kind of game would a Bowsette game be? What do you guys think of Bowsette? Bowsette! Exclamation point.
Before we get into this,
I think Megan Green likes Bowsette, guys. I'm not sure.
Before we get into this question, I'm gonna address you, Corey Dirrig. How dare you send me all them Bowsette gifts in the chat?
That was funny.
I was on the floor cracking up. There was a story that was reported that Nintendo actually was thinking about the Bowsette before the fans reacted. It's fine. I think everybody's just late on it because I'm just like, wait a minute, this Nintendo Direct was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Y'all now just doing fan art about this?
Yeah. Well, like, to be fair, in the Japanese Mario Odyssey art book, there's Bowsette's in the art book. So she was conceptualized like a year and a half ago. Well, yeah. I mean, longer than that, and depending on how long Mario Odyssey was in development. But like, I don't know. Bowsette's such a weird anomaly that like.
I think I know what kind of game they would make. It would be like 1-2 Switch, but only it would just be like a Bowsette fashion show.
Oh my goodness! Those Barbie games.
Yeah,
man. I don't.
It would be more like 1-2 Switch, but it like just have you doing like different things.
They would. I mean, if they did a Bowsette game, it had to be something totally weird and totally like just out of the realm of stuff Nintendo would usually do. Something like, remember when Wario got his own game on GameCube?
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know. I don't, man. I have no idea.
Yeah, because like Wario, you had WarioWare or whatever, right? Oh, that's like where it was like a Mario Party style game, like with Wario.
Yeah, they have Wario actually had a Wario actually had a 3D platformer for GameCube called Wario World, and like I don't know, it was weird. It wasn't very good either, but
well, that was the one by Treasure, and then there was the Shake 'em Up game.
Yeah, the Shake It game was good, but the Wii one where you like held the Wii remote sideways, and that one was good, the hand-drawn one. But man, I don't know. I would. What do you do with a character like that?
She kidnaps Princess Rosalina.
Yeah,
and everybody thinks that it's the real Peach, so they jail her, and Mario has to go on an adventure and finds out that it's Bowsette.
Or it's a Peach. Or it's a Peach game where you play as Peach and you've got to save Mario from her.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
I mean, that'd be the sequel to the game that Peach had.
Except that like,
but she doesn't use emotions.
Well, except that goes against everything and why they created Bowsette in the first place, because Bowsette is like the result of Peach turning down Mario and Bowser at the end of Odyssey. Which is why Bowser puts on the crown. It's so weird. It's so weird. This whole thing is just weird. Man.
Fan fiction art. Gotta love them.
Do you, though? Do you? I just can't believe it.
No,
well, yes,
not really.
I can believe it blew up in the way that it did, because Monster girls are big in Japan and parts of Europe, and like now she's just this thing. She just exists now.
Right, and they already had Peach in a Dominatrix costume. Have anyone looked at Double Dragon and some Final Fight? Like they drew people have been drawing Peach like that for years. Heck, they draw Mario like that.
Nintendo's gonna provide Bowsette DLC to SNK heroines.
Oh no! Oh no! I will. The next Nintendo Pow Block would just be like, there has been a 51% spike up in tag team heroes.
Jeez.
Due to this DLC content. Be like, oh, okay. But continue on.
So instead of one person playing it, two would be.
Moving on to our last question. This one comes from Deshaun Malone. Why isn't this Kingdom Hearts collection coming to the Switch? It only makes sense, especially since we're getting all the Final Fantasy games.
Because Kingdom Hearts 3 is not coming to Switch. That's the reason why. Trust me. Most of the games that's in that collection. I love
when Ed says "trust me," and then 8 to 10 months later they're gonna announce it.
that's 8 to 10 months later. No, but Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming on Xbox One and PS4, so
yeah, that's the one that doesn't make sense. Is why these games aren't coming to Xbox One is the big thing, because Kingdom Hearts 3 is the first game coming to Xbox. So why wouldn't you just release a collection on Xbox?
Right. I mean, most of the games that make up the Kingdom Hearts collection are all on Nintendo systems.
Yeah, I think like 5 of the 9 games are on Nintendo systems.
Right.
Or
one is PSP.
Well, let's see. You got Recoded. You got 358 over 2 days. You got
Chain of Memories.
Chain of Memories. Dream Drop Distance. Am I missing one? Those are the 4 I can think of. Because 1, 2, 2.8 are all on PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Birth by Sleep is on PSP.
Sleep is on PSP. What was the 9th game? Oh, that phone game that didn't come out over here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, like half of the games are on Nintendo consoles. So, I mean...
Right. Most of the stories on the Nintendo console.
Yeah, the important parts of the story are on Nintendo handhelds. Man, 358 over 2 days is... everybody makes fun of it because the name is dumb. But that's like the crucial part of the story is that game. You know, with Roxas and the organization, and how Axel like kind of leaves the organization. Like it's a thing, man.
I still think the Kingdom Hearts storyline is so stupid.
Well, yeah, dude, it's a bunch of Final Fantasy characters which have dumb stories, and then mixing it with Disney, which is obscene. So
it is just baffling on how stuff is connected.
I just want to play the Toy Story and Big Hero 6 levels. I don't even care about what's going on in this story anymore.
Well, I already own the last collection. I already own that on PS4, so I'll play that. Yes.
Well, the 9 game collection is $40 on PS4, which is strange because both collections were $40 on PS. Wait, no, the 1.5, 2.5 was what, 50 when it came out, and then 2.8 was 50.
Yeah, but I think the PS4 version had all the games on it.
Yeah, but 2.8 was separate. This collection includes it.
But 2.8 is the same as 2.5? I think it just has one more.
2.8 is like a 4-hour prequel to 3.
Oh, okay.
It's not very long. It was just they were testing the engine and then it has some sort of like movie on it too.
Oh, screw it.
I don't know.
I'm fine with what I got.
You know what?
Jesse?
It's so hard to keep track of all this garbage.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, it is surprising that it's not. I guess that it's not coming because it is. Even though it's not really my thing. It is pretty popular though for the most part. So but I mean, yeah, if they don't plan on bringing the new one to Switch, then there really isn't too much of a reason to bring it.
Well, everybody probably gonna start playing this game anyway in November. I mean, it's already October is already packed, but we already got so much stuff to play.
This collection should have been released over the summer. There's so much content packed in those games that they're like, even if somebody who started playing them in November, they're going to be so burned out by the time 3 comes around that it's like, I don't know. It just seems weird, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't. I would like to see this collection on Switch, but we'll see in a year, 2 years, or whenever Kingdom Hearts is done being relevant. It'll come to Switch at some point. So, but that's it. That's the end of our question block. Again, sorry, Christian. I didn't mean to sound unenthusiastic that you're a new subscriber to the show. We really appreciate it. I've put your comment in the question. I guess I didn't just read it because I'm dumb and threw it under the questions and got surprised just now. So, I'm sorry if I sounded ungrateful for your listening.
Just send in a question next week.
Yeah,
and then
just send in a question. But anyways, this is the end of our question block. Remember to email us at nintendopowblock@gmail.com with your question, and subscribe to the YouTube channel for a chance to win Dark Souls Remastered for Nintendo Switch at the end of October. So that also wraps up this episode of Nintendo Pow Block. Thank you guys so much for listening this week. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Nintendo_P-Block. You can find all of our content on ngrradio.com and on our YouTube page. We're still searching to get that URL, so come subscribe. The link to this video will be in the description of the podcast episode on your RSS feed or service of choice or whatever. So just click on the link, come on over, subscribe. Is that it? That's all I need to plug, I think. So Jesse, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at PhantomMaggotAX.
Ed, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at ThatRichardCode, and you can check out my podcast, Optional Opinion, on SoundCloud, iTunes, TuneIn, Google Play, and other podcast apps. Also, check out the beauty of video games. It has wrapped up. You can check all those blogs out on ngrradio.com, and check out some of my reviews. I just reviewed Shadow of the Tomb Raider, so you guys can read my thoughts on there. I still have one more Optional Opinion episode for the beauty of video games, Volume 4, so I cannot wait for you guys to hear the epilogue episode. But yes,
yeah.
Oh, and Arsenal X, you guys can check that out on ngrradio.com and our Arsenal X Xbox podcast on YouTube.
Yeah. You can find me at CorianHG86 on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me on Nerds Gone Rogue, the proper podcast. The Nerds Gone Rogue Prime is kind of what we've kind of coined it now. You can find me most of the time on Arsenal X with these two lovable chaps. I think that's it. I am working on some quick looks that will be going up this week. South Park Stick of Truth is one of the more recent ones. There's a couple others. I have a list made. I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. So check out ngrradio.com for all of our content. Those episodes will be going up later this week. Check out our family of podcasts: Nerds Gone Rogue, Nerds Gone Platinum, Arsenal X, the B-Sides, and of course, Nintendo Pow Block. Goes up every Tuesday at 7 a.m. on your podcast service of choice and on our YouTube page at ngrradio.com. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, we love you.
Bye, everybody. Woo-hoo!
Bye. I don't know what that was.